What's going on, guys? And today, welcome back to another video. I've been on a little bit of a break because of school and stuff, but right now I'm on Thanksgiving break, and we're gonna be returning with an episode of match ratings, which I haven't done in a little bit. So this is episode 3, and let's get to it. Alright guys, before we get this video started, I kind of have some sad news, and I have lost the Pickle Trophy since moving. I know it's somewhere in my room, but I can't find it. But so for now, we're gonna have a replacement, and it'll be this GOAT plushie that I have, and it kind of makes more sense because the GOAT, greatest of all time, so this will be the greatest of all time match. Right now it's currently Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero, but yeah, I have a couple of matches that we're gonna review today. I think 4, so let's get into it. Alright guys, the first match that I have here for today is going to be Kevin Steen. I got my notepad right here. Kevin Steen versus El Generico Ladder War ROH Final Battle 2012. The rating that I give this match is going to be 5 stars, which means it is currently in contention for the GOAT trophy. The match deserves 5 stars for 3 different reasons. Factor 1, the absolute crazy spots that these two hit, like the package pile driver on the bridge of the ladder, was amazing, and it's just sheer brutality. And you would expect this match to have blood, but surprisingly doesn't. Factor 2, the length and technical ability to it. I feel like at some points it might have been boring, but for like 10 seconds, and it just picked up the pace back again. And the technical ability is they were still able to kind of have a technical match inside of an already brutal match. And factor 3 is the storytelling, because as everybody knows, the story between Sami Zayn, who we don't know is El Generico, but his teacher, versus Kevin Steen is like one of the greatest wrestling stories of all time. I'll put the link to it below on YouTube. This one is on YouTube. And so all those 3 factors combined can just give this match its 5-star ratings, because they each help each other in every single way. My favorite spot of the match obviously has to go to the package pile driver that Steen, aka Kevin Owens, did to Generico on the ladders. And let's see, what else can I say? And then also the story of Kevin Steen kind of being on his terror run with nobody being able to beat him except for his friend, and then he's trying to beat his best friend, but he almost ends up dying with that package pile driver. I can't stop talking about that package pile driver. But yeah, this one deserves a 5-star match. Now, the bigger question is, does this deserve the GOAT trophy, who currently belongs to Dean Malenko versus Eddie Guerrero? And I say no. I prefer the Dean and Eddie match way more. So, yeah. Wait, actually, the trophy actually goes to Swerve and Ospreay versus the Bucks at All In. Guys, go check out that All In video if you haven't. But no, it does not overtake, because even though it is 5 stars, the Swerve and Ospreay one has 5.5 stars, meaning Swerve and Ospreay still hold the championship. Let's get on to the next match. And quick disclaimer, these opinions on these matches are strictly my opinion, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But the criteria that I'm giving it off to is storytelling, in-ring work. Storytelling, in-ring work are the main 2 factors, and then anything else that I find might increase or decrease the quality of the match will go into the star rating. So the next match that we have here is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38. Cody Rhodes debut match back into WWE, and the rating that I would give this is strictly 4 stars. Let me give you my analysis. Now you might be wondering, why would you only give this 4 stars? 4 stars seems low for a match like this. And the reason is because of the story. There was pretty much no story building up to the match, just besides Seth having no opponent, Cody leaving AEW, and everybody kind of speculating that Cody was going to be back. So that kind of hurt it a little bit. But this was my favorite match of 2022, where it was kind of a harder time for me in life, and this match made me really happy when Cody came back. And plus, the in-ring work in this is absolutely amazing, because Seth Rollins, I feel, was like the perfect opponent for Cody to face when he came back, and we still had Architect Seth Rollins when this match happened. Something that I could critique was, I feel like this was a little too short. If it went on a little bit longer, I feel like it would have been nice. And they also kind of buried the crossroads off the rip. If he only had to hit maybe 2 to get the win, I think it would have been nice. But I think he had to hit 3, maybe 2. I don't know how many, but maybe just 1 crossroads would have worked. But the story, it kind of brings it down a little, but the in-ring work bumps it up way more, plus the sentimental value. This could be in my top 10 favorite matches of all time. But 4 stars for Cody versus Seth Rollins, meaning it's not in contention for the GOAT trophy, but this is a solid match. Go check it out, definitely. Let's get on to the next match. The next match that we have, we're gonna do the whole trilogy between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, except for the one at Crown Jewel Perth, because I couldn't watch that pay-per-view. But here we go. Cody versus Seth at Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash 2022. I would give this a 4.2 stars. I like this match a little bit better because one reason is the story is is way more developed at this point. We know that Cody and Seth are feuding, and Seth actually had time to prepare for this match. As in the first match, he did not know who his opponent was, so I think that whole concept really bumps up the quality of this match. And then the second reason is going to be the quality of the match. Again, great chemistry and in-ring quality between both, and the finish was nice, keeping Seth and Cody both strong as Cody just rolled him up. But yeah, the finish of the match I felt like was perfect for these two in this stage of their feud, and I felt that the in-ring work was a little bit more crisper because they had, apparently Seth had more time to prepare, meaning he knew more of Cody's moves, he could reverse him more often. But yeah, let's get on to the final match of their trilogy. The final match of the trilogy, and their best match of the trilogy, Seth versus Cody at Hell in a Cell 2022. I would give this a 4.5 stars. Now, a lot of people give this match 5 stars, but I think it's a little bit overrated. Don't get me wrong. I like the sheer brutality in it with like the cowbell and the kendo sticks with Cody's torn pec, which leads me to my second reason. He did not have to do this in his torn pec. And the way that Seth was able to take care of him and carry him and throughout this match, and I'm not saying it's a complete carry job from Seth, but I am saying it is a little bit, which kind of brings down the rating for me, as I feel like Seth obviously had to do a lot of the heavy lifting, in my opinion. But I do think that if Cody did not get injured in this match, that they would have had a really, really good, fun Hell in a Cell match. And don't get me wrong, this one is good too, but I feel like the injury weighed down the match. Even though I know people think that the injury bumped the quality of this match, I do think, for me, in my opinion, it was a little bit of a downgrade. They did play around it a little bit with the kendo sticks and Cody getting injured. But yeah, only 4.5 stars for me. Let's get on to the next match. Quick little side note, this is in my notebook, it's on a different page, but Seth and Cody continuing of my writing is Seth used to be considered a dangerous worker, so it is kind of nice to see him carry Cody so nicely in that match, because Cody could have got seriously hurt if any more damage was done to his pec. And I do feel like the absence of blood in this match kind of harmed it. I feel like this match needed blood because of the pure brutality, because there was kendo sticks, cowbells, and a damn toolbox, but no blood. But let's get on to the last match of the day. We have a recommendation match from one of my viewers. I'll pop your comment up right here. We have Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Rating 3.9 stars. This is Hogan's first clean loss since 1981. And going into this match, I had low expectations, considering these wrestlers, even though they are icons in the business and their influence is undeniable, Hulk Hogan and Warrior, I knew that their in-ring work was both mediocre at best. Hogan and Warrior can't put on an Okada and Kenny Omega at the Tokyo Dome 6-star match, but they can put on a pretty pleasant, surprising match. Their in-ring work definitely surprised me in this match. Both men offered good work, starting with holds, then it's increasingly getting to the climax of the match. And it was very boring at some times when Hogan had that hold, like that super long hold on Warrior for way too long. It's like the bear hug from WrestleMania 3. But just two titans in the wrestling business going for about 15 minutes with signature powerhouse moves was a pretty decent surprise, sprinkling in some technical moves, and they're just sheer star power. Because if you listen to the crowd during this match, they're going absolutely electric. This is like two brick walls colliding with each other. What else did I write? And they both don't have the best stamina, but in this match, I feel like that played off of it very well because Warrior had no paint, he was sweaty, Hogan was sweating, you could see the sweat drip off them. And I feel like this was just a decent little surprise match, but I wouldn't give it higher than a 3.9 stars. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. I will put all the links to these matches in the comments below if they're on YouTube. If not, I will also I'll put where you can watch the matches that don't have links. And I think all the WWE matches are on Peacock if they don't put it on the WWE Vault. But yes, thank you guys for watching. I'm back from my little break, and I'm gonna do it back. So thanks for watching. Peace, fools.